Alrighty, it is that time of year to get the onions get going here. I have been robbing from my horse manure pile. Yeah, I've been getting into that. I've been putting it in my above ground beds. I've been doing that for the last month and a half. And all the leaves I had in there, I pitchforked everything, flipped it upside down. Same thing with this. I just pitchforked all this, but this is what I got to add in. What's in here is that horse manure, and I put in peat moss also. I probably need to do maybe another half a load. We'll just see how it covers and what it does and get that mixed in. But about 2 months ago, I put a whole scoop of horse manure in here already, so it's already in there. But it's been sitting, and we're going to go ahead and add this. I think that looks good. Good coverage. So let me go and pitchfork this around, and I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. Alright, there it is. It's all done. Looks good. And now to get ready to get onions put in here. Alright, just counted these. And in here, I have 125 onions. Now let's go over to the other spot. Look at my garlic. It's doing pretty good too. Okay, I'm ready to put my onions in this bed. I decided to put it in another bed from last year. Last year I had it here. This year we're over here. Now, I have got cow manure. I've got leaves. I've got grass from last year. 6 months ago, this was full of leaves and grass and everything. And during the winter, I've been flipping it, moving around. It's been breaking down pretty good, as you can see. There's still leaves in there, but still doing good. Okay, what we got to do now is, per the instructions on their fertilizer, says need to dig a hole 4 inches deep. So here we go, 4 inches wide, 4 inches deep, and then what we're going to do is put one set of onions right here in this area. But I should have moved this ditch over a little bit more, and I didn't. So I'll be laying the fertilizer along this edge right here. These are 10-foot beds, so this is a 1/4 cup. So we're going to lay in a 1/4 cup, should empty by the time I'm right here. So let's go ahead and get that in there. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put some more over here. There we go. Now what we got to do is bury this. I'm going to mark my board so I know where this is at, because then I got to go over here. Well, I know where I'm going to go here. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go 2 inches, and I'm going to start planting my seeds here. But I need to know the distance for here for my next groove, for this spot. So for right now, I'll get my pencil. I'm even going to mark these right here, and then we'll flatten this out, tamp it a little bit, and then we're going to plant our onions on this first row. Okay, I have my trusty tool for measuring. This is a 6-inch, 1/4 inch extension. So every plant has to be laid down 4 inches apart to each other. Well, I know, just because I know, my fingers. 4 inches is about right here. I usually use fingers as a measuring tool sometimes. Fingertip to the first knuckle is 2 inches. 4 inches difference between the two plants. It needs to be 1 inch deep. I know 1 inch, like I said, is 1 knuckle, so I'm right here. So I know where to look and what to do. So we're going to go ahead and start right here. We need to be 2 inches from here. So we're going to go put 1, pure guesstimate, but it's close enough. So now we're going to go ahead and put our onions in it, and here we go. You don't want to go too deep with the onion. I just squeeze and pack it in a little bit. This soil's super soft, nice soil. All right. There we go. We've got them in here. I don't like them being that close to the wall, but I know they don't want them close to the fertilizer. And so we're going to go with that. You know, I don't know. Anyway, there we go. And now I'm going to go ahead and do those down there. You don't need to see that, but I'll bring you along when I go do my next trench and show you where we're at. Okay. All right, I'm using this steel rod as a kind of keep a nice straight line. I've got my next line where I need to go ahead and put my fertilizer in. So I'm going to go ahead and get that done. Here we go. Remember, these beds are 10 foot, and it's half a cup for every 10 feet. So I'm using a 1/4 cup for each section right here. Here we go. I'm marking where the fertilizer is so I know where it's at. You do not want to plant on top of that. All right, now I'm just going to move some soil on top, level it out a little bit. All right, so what I'll do is I'll find that pencil mark I put on that board. 4 inches over is where I start my new row of onions. So I'm going to get my onions all done. I'll bring it back when it's done so you can see what it looks like. All right, I got this one down. All you do is wet it down. You can see that I did move these out about another inch away from the wall. And see how it's all set in there nice, all nice even rows all the way across. Now, this was the last row for fertilizer, so it should catch this. I couldn't do another row because you can't put plants in here. So this last row right here, all the way across, there's no fertilizer to it, but there's plenty of compost, plenty of goodies in here. And then come during the year, I will have to be feeding these. I'll be feeding that too, and we'll see how these go. All right, but I am doing a test. Real tiny ones right here. this all right here just real small, okay? And I am going to see how they do. Just going to see. Now here's another test. Every one of these from here over had no roots to them. They were just cut short. So I stuck them back in there, and I'm going to see if these can take off and grow again. I don't know. Hate to throw them away. It's worth a shot. That's why I put them over here. My sugar snap peas are already in the ground, the seeds. So we'll just see what happens. Alright, there's the soil there. We're going to wet this thing down and call this done, guys. Let's see what happens. These are candy onions. They are from Dixondale. There's a short, intermediate, and long growing season. You need to know what you're in to get the proper onions. So, anyway, there it is. I planted these down an inch or less. And you've seen my rows. You've seen how I fertilized them. Here I have about 140 onions in here. So we'll go from here, and you guys have a great day, and be safe. Let's get gardening. I'm ready for gardening this year. All right, y'all have a good day. Bye.